in the quiet town of Ada, near the wide mouth of the Volta River in Ghana, there lived a young woman named Abena Koko. Ada was a place where the river met the sea, where fishermen sang at dawn, and the wind carried stories older than the land itself. The elders often warned the people about the river spirits, especially Mami Wata, the beautiful but dangerous mermaid said to rule the deep waters. Many believed she could bless a person with wealth or curse them with sorrow. Abena grew up hearing these stories, but unlike others, she never feared them. She believed courage was stronger than fear. Abena was not an ordinary woman. She was strong in body and spirit. After her father died in a fishing accident, she became the one who supported her widowed mother and two younger brothers. Every morning, before sunrise, she carried baskets of smoked fish to the market. In the evening, she helped mend fishing nets. People respected her strength, but some whispered that she was too bold for a woman. Abena did not care. She believed that destiny was not written by fear but by action. One year, the river began to change. The fishermen returned with empty nets. Canoes overturned without reason. Strange whirlpools appeared at night, glowing faintly under the moonlight. An old fisherman named Kweku Mensah swore he saw a woman with long flowing hair rise from the water, her eyes shining like stars. He said she sang in a voice that could melt stone.
I saw the mermaid, the river goddess. She was angry and ready to teach us a lesson. She was behind everything going on in this village. We should offer sacrifice to her before it's too late.
The elders gathered and said the river queen was angry. They advised the town to offer sacrifices, white clothes, beads, and food, so peace would return. The town obeyed. They poured libation and sang ancient songs.
Spirits of our ancestors, accept this offering.
May it bring peace to our village.
But the river only grew wilder. A young fisherman disappeared, leaving only his paddle floating on the surface. Fear spread through Ada like harmattan fire. Mothers forbade their children from going near the river. Markets grew quiet. Hunger began to knock on every door. Abena watched all this with anger burning in her chest. Why must we always bow to fear? She asked her mother one evening. If something is troubling the river, we must face it. Her mother trembled and warned her not to speak such words. You cannot fight a spirit, she said, but Abena's heart was already made of iron.
Why are the people in this village so cowardly? Can't we fight that mermaid tormenting us? I will fight that mermaid. Enough is enough. I will fight for freedom.
No, my child, we can't fight the spirit.
One night, under the bright full moon, Abena walked alone to the riverbank. She wore a simple white cloth around her waist and carried no weapon except a small knife tied to her ankle. The air was cool and silent. She stood at the edge of the water and called out boldly, "River Queen, if you are the one troubling my people, come and face me." At first, nothing happened. Then the water began to ripple. A soft, sweet laughter echoed across the river. The surface of the water split open, and from it rose a woman of breathtaking beauty. Her skin shone like gold under the moonlight. Her hair was long and black, flowing like river weed. Her lower body was covered in shimmering scales that glowed blue and green. It was Mami Wata, the river queen. "You are brave," the mermaid said, her voice like music. "But bravery can be foolish." Her eyes glowed with both kindness and danger. "Why do you disturb my waters, child of dust?"
You daughter of the sand, how dare you to disturb me?
Abena stood firm. "Because your anger is killing my people. If you have a problem with us, speak it. Do not hide behind the river and cause suffering."
How dare you to disturb me, you daughter of the sand? Because you're tormenting and killing my people. So you came here to fight me, right? No, I came here to ask you why you're doing that.
The mermaid's smile faded. The river grew restless around her. Your people have forgotten respect, she said. They pour waste into my waters. They take more fish than they need. They cut down the mangroves that protect my children. I warned them with small signs, but they ignored me.
Your people are destroying my river. They took more fish than they needed and threw rubbish inside my river.
Then you should deal with those people, not the innocent people.
Abena was silent for a moment. She knew there was truth in the mermaid's words. The town had grown careless in recent years. But she also knew that innocent children were suffering. Punish the guilty, not the whole town. She replied, if you are truly a queen, show justice, not cruelty.
Well, if you're truly a queen, show justice, not cruelty.
The mermaid's eyes flashed. You dare question me? With a sudden movement, she raised her hand. A powerful wave shot toward Abena, knocking her into the river. The cold water swallowed her. She struggled to swim, but an unseen force dragged her deeper. Under the water, Abena opened her eyes and saw a world of wonder and terror. Colorful fish swam around her. Strange plants glowed in the darkness. In the distance stood a palace made of coral and shells. The mermaid floated before her, her tail moving gracefully. You want to fight for your people? The mermaid asked. Then prove your strength. Suddenly, dark shapes emerged from the shadows, giant river serpents with glowing eyes. They circled Abena, hissing. Fear tightened her chest, but she remembered her brother's hungry faces and her mother's tired smile. She refused to die. The first serpent lunged at her. Abena twisted her body and kicked it away. The second tried to wrap around her, but she pulled the knife from her ankle and slashed at its scales. The water turned cloudy with dark blood. The creatures roared, their sounds bubbling through the water. The mermaid watched silently, her expression unreadable. The battle continued. Abena's lungs burned, but she fought like a warrior born of the river itself. Finally, the last serpent retreated into the darkness. Abena floated weakly, almost unconscious. The mermaid swam closer. You fight with courage, she admitted. But courage alone cannot save your people. Abena, gasping for breath, spoke through the water as if her voice carried by magic. Then teach us. Do not destroy us.
You're brave, but braveness alone won't solve the problem. Go and warn your people. Okay, I will, but you should stop tormenting us.
For a long moment, the river became calm. The mermaid touched Abena's forehead. A strange warmth filled her body. Suddenly, Abena found herself standing again at the riverbank, soaked but alive. Dawn was breaking. The mermaid's voice echoed in her mind. You have passed the test. I will not destroy your town, but you must change your people's ways. If they continue to harm my waters, I will return with greater fury. Abena ran back to the town and called for a meeting. At first, the elders doubted her story. But when she described the underwater palace and the serpents, the old priestess fell to her knees. The river queen has chosen her, she whispered. Abena spoke boldly. She told them the river was angry because of their greed and carelessness. She spoke about wasting the water and overfishing. She demanded change. Some men laughed, but many saw the fire in her eyes and believed her. In the following weeks, the town transformed. They cleaned the river banks. They planted new mangrove trees. Fishermen agreed to limit their catch and respect the breeding seasons. Children were taught to treat the river as sacred. Slowly, the river began to calm. The whirlpools disappeared. The fish returned. Canoes sailed safely once more. Joy came back to Ada, but the story did not end there. One evening, as Abena stood alone by the river, The water shimmered again. The mermaid rose, but this time her face was gentle. "You have done well," she said. "Because of you, balance has returned." Abena folded her arms. "I did not fight you to become your friend. I fought for my people." The mermaid smiled. "And that is why you are powerful. Strength without love is destruction, but strength with love brings life." She stretched out her hand and gave Abena a small shell that glowed softly. "When your people forget again, and bell, they will blow into this shell. I will hear." Abena accepted it. "And if you become cruel again," she asked boldly. The mermaid laughed softly. "Then perhaps you will fight me again." With that, she disappeared beneath the water, leaving only gentle ripples behind. Years passed. Abena became a respected leader in the town. She married and had children, but she never forgot the night she fought the River Queen. Whenever greed tried to return to Ada, she reminded them of the river's power. The shell remained hidden in her room, glowing faintly under the moonlight. Some say that Abena was no ordinary woman. Some say she carried a blessing from the river itself. He said she was simply brave enough to stand where others feared to stand. But one thing is certain, in the land of Ghana, by the waters of Ada, people still tell the story of the woman who fought a mermaid, and Nampa changed the fate of her people forever. And on quiet nights, when the moon is full and the river is calm, if you listen closely, you might hear soft laughter rising from the deep.
Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to Tales by NB for more amazing and exciting stories. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means everything to me and helps the channel grow. See you in the next video. Bye!